Hello guys, I'm the Keg Man. Welcome back to Keg Man Plays and welcome to another episode of the Let's Play Motorsport Manager 5 Fantasy 19 Keg Man Edition. I actually kind of nailed that to a degree. Yeah, sort of. Anyway, so what have we been doing? Right, so since the last race, we done okay in the last race. We kind of let things slip. We probably should have done a lot better. Obviously, Buck? I don't know. I think it's Buck crashed out, but Vivian got herself 5th place, which leaves us in 10th overall. We're aiming for 6th this season, so we're a little behind where we need to be. We are racing without a sponsor because none of these sponsors actually appeal to me in any way, shape or form, which means we're probably going to lose a fair bit of cash in this race, but I'm not too concerned about that. You'll notice that the balance has gone down. That'll be because we have been developing parts. We're currently developing a new part over here. You'll see that there are some illegal brakes and some illegal spoilers. Yes, I am looking at making things better for next year. You won't be able to see because my face is in the way. This is a 327 potential, as is this. This is a 342 potential. The next one will be a 342 potential as well. And then we'll be looking at doing some illegal suspension too. But obviously, the thing with the illegal suspensions is that next season they won't be illegal. We will make sure their performance is up to the very tippy top. We'll gain some improvements on that. You retain, for those people who don't know, you retain the best parts for next season. It could be the most illegal part in the world. Next season it'll be legal for whatever reason. I don't know how they've worked it out, but that's what happens. So, we are building illegal parts for next season. As things stand with our car, we currently have the 4th best brakes. We currently have the 7th best suspension. We currently have the 3rd best spoilers. Means we've got the 4th best car overall. Which sounds great. That sounds great. And then you remember that our drivers over here, where are they? Our drivers over here are the 9th best. We need some better drivers. Specifically, I think we need to replace Vivian. Which is a shame because I won't lie, I quite like Vivian. I do quite like Vivian. But I do think we maybe need to replace her with someone who's a little bit better. We might do a little bit of scouting later on today. You never know. In fact, you know what, screw it. Let's do a little bit of scouting now. Let's look for some youngsters who are at least 3.5. Oh, fuck it, let's go all. At least 3.5 stars, so just above what she is currently. We'll go nearer to the bottom and we'll have a little gander. So Dick Werner is going to be a no from me. Patrick Long is a possible. Alex McDowell again is a possible. Robert Renau, Mercer is going to cost me a lot of money. We have looked at some drivers before, I'm sure, and I've not actually got around, like Matteo Cairoli. Burglary, what does that do? It impacts him by -1 over all of these. Okay, but his multiple is 80%. His smoothness is 16. I'm trying to remember now. So this does it does tyre rates, doesn't it? If I remember rightly. I need to look. I need to try and remember which one affects. I'm pretty sure one of the things that affects the so look at Lucas Ludwig, for example here. I'm pretty sure one of these affects the actual fuel consumption, doesn't it? I thought one of these did, but apparently not. I'm not too keen on him for whatever reason, actually. Philip Eng, no. Christopher Haase, no. Open Tongue, maybe. Pay driver, smooth 15. Marketability is shit, though. Marketability is shit. I mean, pay driver. Worth looking at eventually, maybe. Norbert Siedler. Rob Bell. Why did I look at you? You're an older fella. Smoothness 17, that'd be why. Plus the fact you're British made me think about you. Stefan Muck. Paul Dallalana. Very old. Steph Dusseldorp. Dominic Baumann. Well, I've had a look at Baumann, didn't I? I did have a look at Baumann. Team player. Focus on training +1. So that's really a 16. How much would you want? Yeah, you're going to want a lot more than Vivian, aren't you? Vivian's like on 200,000, I think, anyway. 375,000. That was like double. I think we need to wait a little bit longer, see what we can do. Let's go with this race anyway. I'm happy with the setup for now. I don't think there's much I can do to the setup to improve it. In fact, there isn't. We could always risk the illegal parts, but it means the illegal parts are fucked, and it'll be a waste of money if we get found out. I don't really want to risk getting found out. I've made those parts. They cost like $500,000 each. I would like to have those parts for next season, as opposed to having to spend another $500,000 per part, because it gets expensive if you do that. Plus, you know, if we get caught out, we're knackered. And I know what my luck's like. I know what my luck's like. I'm bound to get caught out. I still haven't installed 100% setup mod. Keg, what are you doing, mate? Why haven't you? You keep going on about this. I know I do. I know I do. It's because I have no time. I am a father, which means you generally don't get time. There is a reason. There is a reason. We've talked about this before. There is a reason my intros are the way they are. As in, hardly any there. I try to keep my video editing to an absolute bare minimum, because I don't have time to actually do video editing as well as doing things like Twitch. And because I am more of a Twitch streamer than I am a YouTuber, I tend to prioritize Twitch. So yeah, that's not saying, you know, I don't care about you guys. It's just I won't lie, I have a lot more fun, a hell of a lot more fun doing Twitch when I do YouTube, and there's a reason for that. There's a very good reason. Number one, and we talked about this before, but number one, less time of my day. So recording and uploading and video editing, they all take a lot of time. In the same amount of time, I can do a nice 3 or 4 or 5 hour Twitch stream. I also get the automatic feedback from you guys, which I much prefer. So yeah, as a general rule, I prefer it. That's a good start, by the way. But yeah, as a general rule, I just prefer doing Twitch. It's one of the main reasons I get to spend more time with my family. Actually, to be fair, this evening, I'm recording this as of Thursday evening, which means that my wife is in there and my child is asleep, which means I'm not actually spending time with my family this evening. The reason for that is because my little darling of a daughter, and she is most of the time, I'll give her her dues, my little darling of a daughter decided that today, when she would normally sleep, she wasn't going to sleep, which means that I am now doing this of an evening in order to bring it out to you guys, and which is the kind of thing I wanted to avoid. So yes, here we go. I don't mind. Kind of do. Alright, so that was actually worse. So I want to go back to using this setup. So what improved there? Absolutely nothing. Sing it again. What? Okay, cornering to there. Handling, I want to probably drop to there. This speed balance definitely wants to go longer. And I want to work with that. I want to see where we're looking after that. So let's go ahead. Oh, hello. Misclick. Go ahead and send you out. And excellent, okay, great. So we've got improvements here. It's just that okay has gone from being good to not good. That's the biggest issue there. So the suspension stiffness actually wants to go probably to there. We want to get the cornering back to where we were. It's not going to be exact, but it's fine. And the speed balance. Right. I want to go with that. I want to see what happens with that. Let's go ahead and speed this up. Overtake, attack, overtake, attack, bring in, bring in. Okay, so how are we looking on the old rain? Good. The book comes in with a good, excellent, good. So some improvement, some reduction yet again. Up to 91% this time though, so yeah. Really need to move that cornering. No, we really need to move that cornering. And that speed balance too definitely needs to go longer. So let's have a look at that. And we want to get this handling back to where it was. Now, actually, I think the cornering's gone the wrong way. I might be wrong, but I mean, we'll try it. If it goes okay, then I think I know where we need to be. Right, excellent, excellent, great for Viv. If that's so 97 or above, then we're good. 97, bang on. Right, I'm going to let her run. I'm going to let her run as she is. I'm going to send her out. Off you fucking go, girl. As for you, mate, you're coming back in. We need to work you out. So we do want the knowledge, obviously. We do need to figure that part out. Great, excellent, great. This is 96. 96. Okay, I'm going to have one last little bit of fettering with this. Want to send the cornering that way. And I think we're going to be good, man. I'm just going to let him go as well. Let him run. We want to get the race knowledge and the super soft knowledge up. We've got level 2 in the bag. We should be able to get level 3. And then if we can, I would like to work on a qualification. Right, let's bring in Viv. Let's bring in Viv now. We might have time to do this. Excellent, excellent, great. We knew about that anyway. So qualifying, 2 laps on the mediums. Actually, no, let's leave it on these. There's no point, is there? I'm going to use those anyway. As for this, let's just do that, see if that improves things. You go, girl. Overtake attack. You can come in. Send out. Tyre choice, same tyres, stint, qualifying. 2 laps. And that was actually a not that much improved. Let's try that then. Because even if he doesn't get out a full lap, which he won't, he'll at least potentially get a bit of a find out. So we're not going to get the qualifying, unfortunately. We do get the super soft and the race trim. That's actually an improvement. Potentially, it's just a grate on the speed balance throwing us off. But we'll have a look in a minute. So fastest doesn't really matter. It's practice. Again, practice does not matter so much. It's more about getting the knowledge in. All right. So super soft seat spots, and the car setup doesn't look like we're expecting rain. So we've got 96. Actually, wasn't an improvement. Was not an improvement. A little bit disappointing. That's fine. As for you, 98% was an improvement, so that is good. Go ahead and take those. And we will continue on. Let's take the qualifying session. We're set up to speed 12. I obviously want to make the most of the track grip and not waste tyres if I can help it. How long is it? 1.5 minutes to get around the track. That's fine. That is fine. Alright. We can go a little bit later. We can go a little bit later than that. Right, now, Vivian, off you fucking go, girl. So you're down to speed 2. We're going to get her tyres sorted out. Because she has got the sweeter spot, there's a reason I keep sending her out first, and that's because of the sweeter spots. It gives me a better idea of when to set Book off. Who we are going to have to send out now, by the way. Otherwise, I think I'm going to run out of time. Speed 2. I'm going to aim between the 2 E's. There. And here. Right. So, Viv. I left it a little bit late. Right, so we can aim probably between the P and the E if we can. Then that'll be handy. So, where are we? Where are we? There we go. And bang. There we go. I sped up speed 12. We got good and overheated. I mean, we weren't going to get them both in the right section. That's fine. Vivian gets a 19th, which does mean, as it stands, we get the money. Maximilian goes up to 17th. We're not going to get pushed down any further than that. That's fine. So we made some money. Just a really, really shit position on the track because Vivian ended up 23rd and Book ended up 17th. Not the best start, but again, we don't have the qualification side of things, so it's not too bad. Let's go ahead and skip that. I said skip, not pause. Game. All right. Sort it out. Sort it out. Right, here we go. So we do have the race trim this time, which does mean we get the performance increase and the super soft tyres. Right, car setup we are not changing. The only thing we're going to do is give them new tyres. Those ones there in particular. It doesn't look like we've got to worry about rain to begin with. You're going to get those. You're going to take a 2-lap reduction on your fuel. And you're both going to go attack and overtake, of course. All right, let's go. Let's get this race underway. Was it Vancouver? It is Vancouver. Come on then. Let's go. Let's get a speed 12. Get this rolling start on the way. I've just realised how loud this actually is. This game is incredibly loud. I mean, For me it is anyway. For you guys it might just be fine, but for me, in the headphones, it is ridiculously loud. So I'm going to take these off for now, because I don't need to hear it. I mean, I can still hear it from there. It's crazy. I don't actually need to hear it. I can do this without hearing it. It's not like it's a shooting game where I need to hear footsteps. Right, so Vivian has gained herself a position. Book has not. We're going to let them attack and overtake for a fair old while. Vivian still in 22nd. Maximilian's gained 16th. Hoping he can gain a few more, to be fair. There we go, up into 15th. Drop back down into 16th, but gains 15th again. Vivian into 19th, doing rather well for herself. Maximilian now into 12th. Get in, Max. Right, we are going to drop down the speeds for both drivers in just a moment. Max up into the points at this moment in time, which is where we need to be, up into 9th, and Vivian up into 13th. Max up into 8th. I'm going to let him carry on attacking. In fact, I'm going to let both drivers carry on attacking. Because at the moment, it's working for us. We are going to have to consider dropping back, and I think we're going to do that now. We're going to go high and conserve, and same for you. We're going to go high and conserve. But 5th and 8th is good at the minute. Well, 7th and 8th now. It's fine. It's fine. It's Canaan hit you. Okay. No, you're fine. You're fine. Right. So I want to get these tyre temperatures down. We do need to see these tyres through for a fair old while. With regards to saying that, how many laps can you do on these? 11 and 13. It's fine actually, and you can do what on these? 17 to 19, and you've got 17 laps worth of fuel. I mean, you may as well just carry on pushing and overtaking. As for you, let's go neutral and overtake as well. In fact, Viv, I think I need you to try and keep up with old Maxi boy over here. Muller is in the pit getting a repair, so Muller's race is over. Let's get Max attacking and overtaking now. To be fair, I think we can get away with trying to push, at least to begin with. I think we can. I think we can. You're not cutting with all 4 tyres. We'll try harder. Up into 5th again. Let's go... Well, let's go high neutral. And as for Vivian, let's go medium neutral for now. Drivers around there are doing the same. Who's out? Dennis Olsen has crashed. There's literally no debris anywhere. It's a bullshit call to the stewards. Right, let's think about this. Let's think about this. So, safety car is going in. And I think we might do the same for you, you know. Although you're still going to need another stop because of your tyres. I think we'll do it. I think we'll do it. I think it's worth doing. I think it's worth doing. I don't think anyone else is going to. It doesn't look like it. So we have lost a few positions, but again, I don't mind so much. Let's go low, back up, low, back up. Going to get towards the back of the pack, and then we're going to push hard again. Because we do have the fresh tyres. Obviously, Muller has pitted as well, so his race isn't completely over. Suchek somehow behind Muller. Obviously, these guys are now catching up. Let's go here. Right, I want to get ready. Attack, overtake. There is the... Muller is a very fucking lucky boy. I mean, we've had this before, though. He has still got a drive-through penalty to go with. But, I mean, we've had this before. So, it's not a huge issue. We've had the benefit of, you know, being in the position where we can attack after having a really bad crash. So I'm not too sort of concerned. I'm not going to argue about it too much. Hopefully we can get ourselves back into a decent position before everyone starts pitting. I would like to be in this position where we are going to make ourselves a bit of time. With the fresh tyres, we should be able to do 15th and 18th. Tyres are overheated. I genuinely don't care. Genuinely don't care that the tyres are overheated. Mistakes I do care about, but we are going to carry on pushing because we need to push. We might drop down to high and push in a moment from attack and overtake, but Book has gained himself a new position by doing that. Again, he's going to gain himself another one in a moment, I'm sure, probably on the inside. Vivian, however, I don't know if she's just gained one or if she's holding on to one. I think she's holding on to one. Let's have a look. She is just about holding on to one. Just about. Alright, Max, mate. Max, I need you to really, really consider the fact that you should be going past Ekstrom because he's on shit tyres and he's not given any welly, yet you're struggling. Thank you, finally. We do need to catch up at first. Cassidy's race really is over. I'm just looking back here. Number 23. Even with the pit, even with the fucking crash, he is still the best part of a minute behind everyone, which is phenomenal, to say the least. You're struggling to overtake Juncadella. We'll try harder. Let's go high and push. We're actually going to have to pit her soon for new tyres. Because I am giving them, like, a heavy run on these tyres. Dennis Marshall has crashed. Right, pit. Pit, quick. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. Fill up. And we might as well take the risky fast one. Pit. I think Book's just missed the pit, unfortunately. Fill up. Risky fast one. Yeah, Max did unfortunately miss the pit. I'm going to get you to go low, back up. I don't mind. I don't mind. Everyone else is going to pit at this point. And so, because we took the risky fast one, we're actually still out in 7th, which is decent. There's going to be other cars above us who are faster. Vivian in 14th. Okay. So we've not lost anything here, which is good. Right, so when we get to Mr. Marshall over here, I'm going to take the slower again, we are going to start looking to push. We're going to go harder on the tyres now. Want to get this tyre temperature back up. Yours are cold. Yours are stone cold. Yours are sort of not great. But we do want to get these tyre temperatures back up. And then when we get to here, attack, overtake, please. Attack, overtake. Book has not managed to get himself in a new position yet. You almost lost one. What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean attack, you silly cunt. Book has dropped himself a position, nearly dropped down 2. Vivian did drop a position, which is rather frustrating. We are behind people who are on medium tyres. We should be flying ahead of these guys. Book gets himself back into 6th. Vivian has dropped another position down to 16th. I'm going to keep these guys pushing hard for now. Everyone else around us is pushing hard. Somehow Vivian cannot get around this moron. She manages it finally. I just don't understand her style of driving. I mean, I do. It's shit. Wittmann's getting investigated. He's been cleared, which is a shame. Maximilian goes up into 5th. Wittmann. Wow. Wittmann's tyres completely fucking gone. Yololo needs to get out of your way. You need to drive faster, mate. Right, let's get you to go medium neutral, because I really don't want to have to keep bringing people in. But I might end up having to. Vivian's not having the best race. Buhk is doing okay. I would like him to do better, though. Obviously. If we can gain a 4th or 3rd, that'd be fantastic. Goes up in the 4th briefly. Let's Kielowitz get around him. Tuts on the inside. Get in, son. Right, we're going to let him carry on pushing for now. He is attacking Yeloli. And Costa Makowiecki, I'm going to get his name right one of these days, first time. Not too far ahead of us, which is good. Book now up into 3rd. Brings us up into 7th overall. 8th overall, sorry. He's going to drop a position, unfortunately, because he went wider than he should have done. Might be able to take Yeloli again on the inside. No, he loses out. Gains it. He's going to lose out to 5th in a minute if he's not careful. I'm leaving him to push a bit harder than I want to, for a bit longer than I want to. But there is a reason for that. Up into 3rd, come on. There is a reason for that. And I'm pushing harder than everyone else. But I have to. Vivian struggling down in 18th. I am loath to give her more. 17 to 19, 9 to 11. Screw it. Attack, overtake. Look, I'm obviously going to have to pit again at some point. It does look like Yololi is probably going to have to. Makowiecki is going to have to as well. So I'm going to carry on pushing. He can do quite a bit on his tyres still. 12 to 14 and then 23 to 25 on those. So I think we're fine there. It's just going to be the... and up in a second, get in. The issue is going to be, with him, the fueling times. I don't mind. We can get these tyres all of the push in the world that we want. It's the fueling times. Makowiecki Come on, mate. Let's catch up on Makowiecki. We are closing this gap down slowly but surely. He is on the mediums. He's not giving it anything. And we are not increasing the gap between us and Yaloli, are we? We are, briefly. 1.1 seconds. Vivian, however, 14th. Gained herself 4 positions since we last actually had a look at her. Whether she's going to gain any more, I do not know. I'm just really, really hoping. Book is attacking Makowiecki with a club. No, he's not. It'd be nice if he did, though. Take him out. And there we go. Lovely. Pulls ahead. It will be brief. It will be brief. We know that. I'm expecting that. Vivian, talking about brief. Vivian's going to get one more lap out and then she's going to come in. You have vibrations here. Do you? Oh, well. Right, so Book, at this moment in time, we can go high push. We can reduce the amount of push we're going to give him on his tyres. Makowiecki is trying, but if we can gain ourselves a bit of time, we can do 2 more laps with Book before we need to bring him in on fresh tyres. Vivian's going to have to come in on this one. 17 to 19, 22 to 24. I'm going to have to go with that, and then I'm going to let her run through. We will take the risky fast. So we're going to go medium neutral. I'm just going to let her run medium neutral, let her just do her own race. Book, I want to have him go a bit further on. I'm going to go conserve on the tyres, but I'm going to go overtake on the engine mode. I really want him to get another lap out on his tyres if possible. Try and increase this gap between us and Makowiecki, or Yaloli now at this point. There's enough on his tyres to do it, so I don't really mind. Right, so we're going to get him to... Can he do this? Is there any point? You've got excess fuel apparently. Let's go high for now. I'm not too sure. Yeah, we'll let him go one more. We're going to let him go one more. We're going to bring him in on these. Fuel options, we're going to get him up to 20. Yeah, we'll get him up to 20. Park conditions are fine. We're not going to take a risky fast. We're just going to take a balanced. We're going to take 22 seconds. That's the amount of fuel. It's purely the amount of fuel. Right, go attack. Go medium. I want to drop the amount of fuel I'm giving him. I'm going to drop the amount of fuel I'm giving him. 17 laps to go, yeah? I'm going to give him that. It saved us a second, but I mean, a second could be a fair bit. Let's go push high. Yaloli's probably going to have to pit as well. Makowiecki isn't. He's only 10 seconds behind us. Sorry, 5 seconds behind us. It's fine though. I'm completely at ease with how things are going. He's going to carry on. I know that all of these drivers, Andy Suchek has crashed. I know that all of these drivers have got a pit still. That's the thing. So we have dropped a long way, but I'm expecting that. We can hit hard on these tyres. We know that, and we do have some excess. Right, Vivian. Again, I think we're just going to not worry about Vivian too much here. I think we're just going to continue on with Max over here, who is up in the 15th. Yaloli's just behind him, who is also pitted. And Yaloli is trying to take us. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to attack hard. His tyres are overheated, but he can do stupid amounts on these tyres. We've only got 14 laps to do, and he can do 19. So I'm just going to let him carry on. I just want to get that gap between us and Yaloli increased. Everyone else ahead of us is not going to be an issue. Up in the 12th, I can say everyone ahead of us will have to pit. Everyone will have to pit. I don't mind. We're going to go excess fuel. I'm going to drop down to high. We're going to carry on the attack on the tyres for now, with 11 laps to go. Vivian does have the excess. How much you got on there? So we can give Vivian a bit of a push, if necessary. Let's go ahead and let her do that. Book goes up in the 6th, overtaking 3 drivers. Like I say, the other 5, the only one who might not have to is Ekstrom. But everyone else ahead of us will. There is 4 seconds between us and Yaloli. So we're going to go push now, as opposed to really giving it some, because Yaloli's taken it back a long way. We don't need to push as hard as we did. Now we're up in the 1st, and there's 10 laps to go. We still have excess fuel, and I think we're fine. So let's worry about Vivian for now. We'll keep an eye on the gap between us and Makowiecki, who is giving it some welly, actually. Okay. Let's go attack overtake for now. I really want to increase this gap. We've got excess fuel, that's fine. I'm desperate for a win. Desperate for a win. Yellow flag, no overtaking. Makowiecki forced you off the track. What? What's happened over here? We were a long way ahead of everyone a minute ago. Mako Viechki's tyre is completely gone. Yololi's just pulled ahead of us, but I don't know what happened there. Did he have a slip-up? Either way, Max needs to sort his shit out and get himself back into that front spot. Vivian's okay. I'm going to go neutral medium with her for now. I would like her to carry on. I'm not too concerned about where she is, to be honest. She's just going to have a shit race. Max, though, here we go, up in the first. We do have the excess fuel still. How many laps to go? 8? We're on 9. So we are going to have to, unfortunately, drop back on these tyres, probably now. But we're going to carry on the fuel. So we're going to get this tyre temperature down. Vivian, I just don't do that, alright? I need Max to really pull away. Really need him to pull away. Let's go back up and overtake. Vivian's going to have to pit, alright? So if he can carry on getting in the way of Costa and Yololi, that's fine. If they can fight between themselves, we can carry on getting some distance. Alright, so 6 laps remaining. We do have just over 6 laps, well, we're just under 7 laps worth of fuel. So I don't mind pushing harder. I want these tyre temperatures to come down because with 6 laps to go, we're on 8 to 10. Okay, fine. Got a bit of excess, but I want to make sure, you know. You can carry on doing you. You really need to go neutral now because you've got the tyre wear, so that's good. 3.4 seconds between us and Costa. We don't need to push as hard as we were. Let's go down a high. And 3.7, 3.8, 3.7, 3.9. Okay, so because they're having a little fight between themselves, I think we're golden. Let's worry about Vivian for now, who is struggling. How many laps you got left on these tyres? 6 to 8. So you've got a little bit of play, potentially, but not huge amounts. I'm going to get you to go past Wittmann if I can. Don't think I'm going to be able to. Be fair. Right, let's go conserve. I just want to see you through this race. I just want to see you get through to this race. I don't think you're going to be able to. Book. 4.5 seconds distance between him and second. Let's go conserve on the tyres. We still have the excess fuel. I'm just going to let him carry on high. There's 4.9, now 5 seconds between us, unless Costa decides to really give it some welly. And he probably could. There's a second between him and Yololi. If he decided to, he could catch up with us quite easily. I'll say quite easily. He could catch up to us. I don't think we need to worry about it too much. Vivian's going to drop down to 20th, and she's going to drop down even further because I'm cutting her tyre. You know what? Fuck it. Just attack, overtake, screw it. Like I say, Max, I think we're golden. 4.6. We've got 2 laps to go. I want to leave him on these tyres if I can. We're going to go medium now. We've got 4.3 second gap here. We're not going to worry about Vivian at all. We haven't really worried about her all race. We've got 4.2, and we are in the final lap now. So let's worry about going neutral. But I don't want to go too mad on the fuel. We've got 4.2 seconds. Let's just concentrate on getting a win and getting us up in 6th place, 25 points. And that'll look really good as well for the chairman, because the chairman's pissed off from it a minute. So, yeah, that would be rather nice if we could just turn around and go, all right, mate, look, we've got a win. And we do. Low for you, because your fuel's really running out. Tyres just keep pushing, because fucking they're already gone anyway. You're on rims. And you get a nice 21st. What a nightmare. Yes, because you're a shit driver, Vivian. Because you're a shit driver. Good lord, you're a shit driver. But Maximilian Buch, after the disappointment of his crash in the previous race, gets himself a pole, a first place. So all we got to do is just fucking get in. That is a nice start. So what? We're midway through the season, Keg. What is it a nice start to? I don't fucking know. Alright, I wish I fucking knew. All I'm saying, it's good. Alright, it's good. It's good. Right, so we've managed to get ourselves a win mid-season. I'm very happy about it. I'm very, very happy about it. Vivian 21st, not so good, but that, a nice 5.1 second gap. Does bring us overall into a decent position. Maximilian Buch now up in 8th, Vivian in 13th, but Kegman GT up into 5th. Yes, I thought it was 6th, but I mean, I suppose it's going on alphabetical order. I don't know, or it could just be because we got a win and SRT Motorsports don't. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with that. I mean, we are 19 points adrift of fourth. We are 66 points adrift of Mugen. But it's going to be a slow burner, I think, before we even think about promotion. It's just nice to have the pole. If we can keep getting better, keep getting faster, keep getting stronger, we're just going to continue getting up there, and slowly and slowly and slowly we're going to improve this car. And then next season, we should have a nicer car. I think we'll probably be about third overall. And when we do eventually get promoted, we're going to be knackered because the car engine is going to be terrible. So we came first. The marketability's gone up by 2% to 74, which isn't bad. Unfortunately, we do lose money still. Unfortunately, because of her really terrible drive, Vivian has hit us hard on the marketability. I don't think we've got 4-star marketability now, despite the win. We'll find out in a moment. Why does this game need to save so many times after a race? Can it just save once, please? That's all I'm asking, just one. One save, done. I don't get the need. Right, let's have this little interview over here. Qualification was a struggle. You definitely could have done 17th then, look. It's all about the race. He doesn't like that. Fuck him. Right, so let's have a look at the sponsorship that's going to come available to us then. We've got 2 empty slots now. So we are not losing anything per race. So one of them was a thingy-jig. Right, so that's 370,000 per race. That's actually better off. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that straight. I'm saying that's 470k. But I'm not guaranteed that every time. So I'm just gonna take the guaranteed money up front. Alright. And then over here. Alright, I think I know the answer. I just want to make sure. The last thing I want to do is pick the wrong one and just... Right. 980,000 divided by 7 is 140,000 per race. The Lufthansa one is not great. The Hanjin one's not great either, but the Hanjin one I'm going to take, because otherwise we're just going to keep hemorrhaging cash. Car repair is done. Good. Let's have a look at the pit crew then. E. Goldrick. Have a look at you. B. Lindo. Yes, replace Lindo. Well done, you. Who else do we have? I thought auto managing was on. It's not. Why is it not on? Thank you. I thought it was on. Apparently I forgot to turn it back on. Performance work is done. Wait. Am I not working on a new part? Oh, I am designing a new part. I'm designing the brakes. It's fine. So, yeah, I've got a politics vote here. Double points for final race. I'm actually going to say no to this one. It was the final race this season. Because it's not going to come until next season and there's a new race. So I don't know. I can't remember what the new race is for next season. So I'm going to say no. If it was the one that we had last, which I want to say was Ardennes, then I'd probably consider it. What I'm going to vote against, I have like 9 votes I could use, but I'm not going to use 9. I will use 2. I'm not going to go mad. Been rejected. Only 3 votes went through. So it's a good thing I didn't go mad with my votes. Yeah. I think we're golden. We'll have a look at the new brakes. So we have designed some new illegal brakes. We'll go to fit parts. I think we're now... Yeah, so these are the brakes for next season. They'll be 342. What is left? It's the suspension now. Okay, let's design some new parts. Let's design some new suspension ready for next season. Plus 25, plus 30, plus 50, plus 25. And we'll do a plus 30 as well. Yeah, so we'll build these ones to get where we need to, and then we'll build it with that. So we go plus 25, plus 50, plus 30, and I think we're going to be good. For next season, do we want to spend some money? Do I want to spend some money on the design centre? There's 10 million. We're losing money at the minute. Only leave me 12 million in the bank. Where's sponsors going? Very tempted, but I'm not going to. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave it there. We're going to end the episode there. It's a good race. The next race is Ardennes. Oh, Rio was the last race. The next one is Ardennes, the penis track, and I can't remember how things go for me with that. Anyway, Thank you very much for joining me. Obviously, we'll be going live on Twitch tonight within the first few hours of this video being uploaded and released. So if you want to join me, of course you can at twitch.tv/Kegman Plays, starting at 8 PM UK. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Bye-bye.